So homework from here, every single day, as often as possible, you're going to trigger point pec minor. Let's go ahead and roll all the pecs all together.
Okay.
Because it did seem after just that pec stretch, you got some range of motion back. So that pec major is a big part of it too. So you're going to roll pretty much anything between here that you can get from the sternum all the way out to the shoulder. If it feels like it's tight, you can get up under here a little bit too. See if you can get under that pec major and get to that pec minor a little bit better. So you kind of like tilt to your side and roll with the ball in there.
Okay.
So roll in the pec minor. Immediately after, I want you doing doorway stretches. Now, biggest mistake people make with doorway stretches is they'll get in the doorway and then they'll just keep diving forward, because they feel like they're getting a better stretch. But what you're going to do is if you overdo it with that, you're going to start compensating. You'll start driving the head forward. Your back's going to be all out of alignment. So you're basically just creating more muscle imbalances that are going to cause problems. So with the doorway stretch, essentially all you want to do is get to where you hit restriction. It's not going to feel like you're like ripping the chest apart. You just get to restriction, and then from there, you're using activation. So what we just did on that Y lift, that's all you're going to do. You're going to flex all that stuff, contract, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and hold with the pressure of the doorway pushing back just a little bit. Other than that, you need to stay up in good posture. Keep your chest up, keep your head back, keep the hips in alignment, keep the hips underneath, and just let it sit there. So the work of the stretch is just get in position to where there's a little bit of a stretch. The work of it is holding it for a long time. So you need to be going like 2 to 3 minutes. Once everything is set up, you're contracted back there, then just let it sit there and breathe. When you inhale on that one up into your chest, that's when you're going to feel it, that it actually is stretching more than you realize. So don't like try and rip the arms off. Just get in a position, hold it. 2 to 3 minutes there.
Okay.
And then right after that, I want you doing the protraction, retraction. Stretch them as far forward as you can without moving everything else forward. So just the arms, and then squeeze the shoulder blades back. And remember that left side, you're going to have to focus a little more on jamming that shoulder blade down and back as far as you can. Eventually, it'll get broken loose where it'll start sliding over the rib cage like it should. I think that's where you're getting that clicking that you were feeling, is that scapula was snapping over the rib cage, which is very common. And it's attached by the humerus, so you feel it a lot of times in the actual elbow. But I think if I'm missing anything, any questions? I know that was a lot of stuff.
I mean, I have a whole video.
Yeah, you have reminders right there. Don't overdo rolling in the back of that shoulder.
Okay.
Because that muscle's already kind of pissed off. And if you start like really ripping away at it, it's just going to get more inflamed. So that one, just kind of find that spot that just like hurts like hell, and then try and just like sink onto the ball and relax. See if you can get it to actually let go with just time of pressure on it rather than trying to like force it. Just get a little pressure. You could even do that one on the wall if you want. If you feel like laying on it's too much pressure, just do it up against the wall, wrap your hand up over, and then pin it up against the wall.
Sure.
All right. We'll add in a couple other movements like Supermans and stuff like that after we get the elbow to stop bugging you. Once you don't feel that anymore, we'll strengthen everything up at the mid back.
Okay.
And then go from there.